Hi, I'm Mark Westcott, and today I've got with me Peter McKnoulty, who's a consultant with McCullough Robertson, one of the leading law firms in Australia. This is the start of a series in regard to estate and business succession issues that we're discussing with Peter. My question for Peter today is, Peter, what is it that stops most people from paying attention to and acting on their estate planning issues from a personal point of view?
Well, Mark, I find one of the main reasons is procrastination. Sometimes there are difficult decisions that people need to make in this regard, and they just find any excuse not to do it. They're always busy, they're worrying about other things rather than worrying about their own affairs, and there's always this feeling that it's not going to happen to me, that we're all a bit immortal and bulletproof. And the classic example of that was Robert Holmes à Court. He was a lawyer. He was 53 years old when he died, unexpectedly. He'd carried his will around in his briefcase for 18 months before he died without signing it, and died intestate because he was never going to die. So that's a classic example. Sometimes people's affairs are quite complicated, and so therefore it takes them a bit of time to actually work out what they need to do. Sometimes there are difficult decisions to be made if there are blended families, or if there's a business involved and some of the kids are going to get the business and some of them aren't. There are difficult issues in terms of equalisation in that case, whether the people who have been involved in the business get some bonus because of the work they've done, if they're going to get more than their share, what's the impact of that going to be. And sometimes it requires some compelling event for clients to actually get around to doing something. And a classic case of some clients, I think they took 5 years to actually get around to making some decisions, and it was only when the oldest son started going out with the gold digger, as they referred to her as in my presence, and all of a sudden 5 years, I think we took a week to get the will done. He rang me every day until we finally got it sorted out. So sometimes you need that compelling event.
Yeah, we tend to call that the deferral dilemma and the invincibility delusion, two phrases we coined that for.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks, Pete, and look forward to talking to you next week in regard to business issues.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.